In today's tutorial, we're going to work on this simple and beautiful Vox style animation that I saw in the recent Vox style video. Before we begin, please make sure to subscribe and comment down what you like. And this Vox style goes like this.
Things like ingredients and staff salaries, rent, electricity, and more.
What's left?
So first, we're going to copy this prompt and paste it to any AI image generative site that you have. And we're going to download it, then save to our computer. I'll drop the prompts in the description below, so don't worry. So right now, we're going to create a new composition and name it restaurant. The aspect ratio is going to be a landscape aspect ratio, of course. That's 1920 and 1080. Now, I would like to remove the background of our image, so I'll go to remove.bg and I'll upload our image that we want to remove the background of. Then I'll just hit download. So now I'll just import my image to our composition. I've realized that our image is not clear because remove.bg reduces the quality of our image. So in order to change it, I have to enhance it by using an image enhancer. So I'll open this software, then I'll import our image, then I'll scroll down and click upscale. Then we'll wait for our image to be enhanced. It will automatically be downloaded to our computer, so all we have to do is open After Effects, then import the same image. So first, I'm going to delete this trash and create a new background by hitting Ctrl Y. Then I'll name it beige and hit OK. I'll drag in my actual image with the background on, then change color of our background by hitting Ctrl Shift Y. We use the pen tool or the pick color tool to change our image to the same color. I'll align this image to the center. For it to be aligned perfectly, we'll go to our align panel, then we'll click on this and the other one to align it vertically and horizontally. Now that we are done, we're going to drag in or import our image that we have enhanced into this timeline, and I would like it to match the actual image, so that I'll choose the one that I prefer. So I just put it on top of this, and after we'll just toggle the eye off to see which one we might choose. So this one is dark and this one's light, and I want the light one, so I'll delete the dark by hitting delete. Then we'll stick with our enhanced image. Alright, now that we are done, first we have to do something, and that thing we're going to do is add a grunge to our timeline. I'll scale it down and let it fit the composition. Then after, I'll go to our toggle switch and change our blend mode to multiply. No, I'm not going to change. We're going to change it to screen, I think so. But let me just experiment. So I'll just overlay is bad, so I'll use screen. Let me stick with screen. So I'm going to stick with screen. Alright, good. So we'll close all the layers. Now for reference, let's refer to our video or our Vox videos to see what we have to do next. So I'll just go to the video, and I think this is what we must do.
And staff salary.
Okay, so now we have to create that round shape on the circle. So first, to create that round shape, we'll go to our ellipse tool, then we'll remove the stroke, then we'll click here, then hit OK, because we want it to be filled. So we use the fill, then we'll choose our color. So I'll stick with this color. We'll make a shape around the cutlery, then we'll center the anchor point. Right now, what we have to do is change the blend mode to multiply so that we can see through our object. And now to create that deformed shape, we just go to effects and preset and type blend displace. Alright, for me, I would like you to align the shape on top of the object and follow whatever I do next. So you remove here, it changes, but it's from the anchor points. That's what I think. So I'm going to change the value, or you can choose to change the value how you want it. So this is what I'm going to choose with or stick with, but I might change it later on. So I want you to get a grasp or a knowledge of this. Okay, now that I'm done, I'll go to our animation composer because I would like to animate when the object appears through the screen or whatever. So I'll go, or I think I'll choose this, then I'll click in. All right, from there I'll shift this to the right and change the number of bounces. No, first I'm going to change the number of bounces to 1. So if we play, this is how it's going to be like. Right now I would like to animate the position, so copy this expression. So I'll type wiggle, then 1,2. So when we play it, it has some subtle movements around the object, right? Get it? Yeah. So I'll check my reference and see that I have to change the color of our shape layer. So I'll click on this, then go to our fill by hitting this, then I'll just change my color a little bit. You can choose to choose any color you want. I don't know why I'm changing the color, but I just prefer to use this. All right, it's looking so good, but I want to change the value for the turbulent display. So this is what I'll do. So you can copy the value that I did. So it kind of looks the same. I don't know, I guess. Right now we have to do the same thing for our tree. So to do that, I'll click this and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, then drag it to the tree. Then from there, all I have to do is change the fill color by clicking here, then go to green. Then this is okay. Alright, so I can choose to use this, or you can choose to move anywhere you want, then hit OK. Now we'll press S to scale our shape layer to cover the tree. Then I'll shift our layer a little bit to the left. Alright, now that we are done, let's see what we have to do next. So we have to do the yellow, or the bigger yellow, or the bigger circle around the image. So what we have to do is duplicate it by hitting Ctrl D. Then we'll change the fill color to yellow. So I'll go here, then I'll choose this, then hit OK. Alright, so we'll move our shape layer beneath our first layer, then we'll hit S for scale, then we'll scale it. We'll make it okay. I think this is okay. So we'll move this to the right. So after it plays, then this is what we're going to get. It's too slow, so I'll shift it to the left a little bit so that it's not going to waste our time. Okay, this is okay. This is perfect. So this one, I'll just change the value to this. So if we open our reference video, you can see that the yellow is very big. So all we have to do is increase the scale for it to cover a larger portion of the building. So we're going to change my evolution to something like this. You can choose to experiment how you want it. It's up to you. So this is what we're going to do now, or this is what we will choose. Right now, all we have to do is duplicate it, then we'll take it to the lamp and change the scale to So change the scale to 70. Right, okay, so this, okay, then we'll drag it here. Now what we have to do next is let's play and see how it goes. All right. Okay, now what we have to do is
Things like
animate when the building appears. So to do that, we'll go to our image and hit S for scale. So we increase the image size to 50. I think 45 or 50 can experiment. So like, let's see, 50 is okay. Then we'll hit the stopwatch. Then we'll move a couple frames forward. Then move a couple frames forward. Then decrease it back to 45 or 42. So all I have to do is shift this forward, then I'll select or hit F9 to easy ease, or you can go to your float, then apply. So this is how it's going to be like. And all we have to do is we'll drag our grunge image to the top so that it covers the whole composition. We can't see the effect of the grunge, so let me change the resolution to full so you can see how it looks. So you can see the just the texture, the crispiness. You see, Control Shift Y for an adjustment layer. Then we'll type posterior's time. The posterior's time, I'm going to change the value to 12, and to give it some subtle animation, you get it, so like this. Because it takes time or is slow in my eyes, I'll just have to do a little bit of adjustments of the layers in the timeline. So I'll just change or shift the shape layers forward. Now
and staff salaries, rent,
in our reference video, what we have to do next is our $sign. So to create a $sign, we hit Ctrl+T, drag our text layer beneath the branch texture. So from there, I'll just double click, or I can just increase the font size. So I'll double click, then type our $sign. But this is not the type of font that I want, so we just have to look for the right one. But first, let's change the color to red. Double click, then change the color or the fill color to red. But this is not the type of red that I want, so I'll just shift this a little bit here, then I'll choose this kind of red, then hit OK. So now what we have to do is change the font style or the font of our $sign. So we just have to go through and see which one suits, or which one is a perfect fit for the video. So I came up with this, and it looks similar to what is on the video, you see. So we'll choose this one, then we'll hit S to scale, or you can choose to use this font size to scale it. Now I'm going to align it to the middle of the building by hitting here. Alright, now that we are done, now we just have to do a little bit of increasing in size. So I'm going to change the size to 180 or 200. Okay, perfect. Now I'll hit here Ctrl D to duplicate and make a little one like this. So take it up, then another Ctrl D to duplicate and change it here and put it here. You can choose to place it anywhere you want. I just have to experiment and be creative. So hit the left bracket to trim it to the right, and now we have to animate the $sign. So first we'll hit P for position, make a keyframe by clicking the stopwatch. So we'll click the stopwatch for all of them, then move a few frames back, then we'll use the width value to change it or to shift it to the left. So like this. Then we'll select all our keyframes and hit F9 to easy ease. So we hit F9 to easy ease. So right now we have to make a keyframe or for the opacity. So hit T and do the same thing here. We set the value to 0, make a keyframe, then move a couple frames in, then we'll make or change the value to 100. So this one too, you can choose to select all the keyframes and hit F9 to easy ease. So now that we are done, this is how it's going to be like. But it comes in together and we don't want that, so we want it to come we want it to be like one after the other. So you don't want it like this. So in order to do that, first let's stretch out the keyframe to the right. Alright, so in order to stagger our dollar sign, what we have to do is select all the dollar signs. So I'll select from this to this, then we'll go to our animation composer 3, then we'll look for transition shifter, transition shifter, then we'll click on the do. So it will be like this, right? So when you play it, this is how it's going to become. So you can choose to add more shifts to it by clicking on the do, or you can choose to leave it like this. So I'll just click on the do like this, close it. So at the end, this is what I'm going to get. I would like to change the size of the building, so I'll go to our first keyframe, then change it to 60. So this is okay. Then I'll stretch out the right keyframe. Alright, so when you're done, you go to your flow, then select all your keyframes, then you hit apply. So you just have to wait for the green thing to do what it does. I'll go to Ctrl Shift Y to change my background color to let's see, we just change it to a little bit golden, light brown-ish. You get it? Then hit OK. Then we're done. So at this point, this is how our image looks like, and all we have to do is just press space to play. As simple as that. So do you guys like what I just did? I'm sure it's nicer than the main thing. Just look at this. Mine is nicer at this point. Vox should actually hire me for their editing. Like I'm too good at this point. Alright, so this is how it's going to look like. But I would like to change something. I would like to add something, some kind of flair. So I'm just going to make a little adjustment on the shape layers after this. So all I just have to do is just shift this forward and this two forward. Then I'll go here where the dollar sign, because it takes a while before it comes in. So I'll bring it or shift it to the left a little bit. And I think okay, it's good, but I'll change one more thing. I'll make this one a little bit to the right. So when I'm done, this is how it's gonna look like. But there's something else. There's something missing. Something is missing. But so I found it. So what we have to do now is shift here. We just have to make the dollar sign move, because it's not stagnant. So we have to make it move. So we just have to move it here, like, and we'll stretch the keyframe to the far right. So when it ends on the center, it keeps on moving, because that's what it shows in the video. So we just stretch it out like this. Stretch it like this. So I guess that's all. I would like to change something else, of course. I hit T for the opacity and decrease the opacity because the yellow is too deep. So I'll do the same thing for the lamp or the street light and decrease it to 60. Then I guess that's all. So at the end, this is what you're gonna get. Please make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and please comment down below what other video you would like to see. But please subscribe. I'm begging you, please. I'm begging, please subscribe.